Your life-changing transformation and need some guidance. There's no reason to face life's obstacles alone. Mari Rose is a life intuitive, author, and teacher, helping to bring new light to your rapidly changing world. She's here for you to channel guidance to assist you in navigating your daily life with a renewed sense of clarity, empowerment, and joy. For a personal reading with Mari Rose, call her at 702-807-6495. That's 702-807-6495. Or you can visit her on the web at mari-rose.com.
Welcome to Change Your Layers, Change Your Life, your home for learning about an enlightened approach to self-awareness and the art of higher consciousness. Now here's your host, Mari Rose.
Hello, welcome back to Change Your Layers, Change Your Life. You're here to hear about how to control your destiny. I'm a life intuitive. I help you with guidance, with channeling advice for you, navigating through your daily life of maybe relationships, career moves, different things that are occurring, maybe a little bit of prediction into the future. So give me a call whenever I'm off the station, and we'll be happy to talk to you. Also, I also take one call per show, and the number here is 702-609-7626. So please give us a call in about 15 more minutes, and then we'll talk to you. You can ask a question, and we can kind of help you discuss what may be happening in your life, or maybe finding some solutions, or in energy that you maybe can't pass through. Transformation and change, that's what we're about. Today, our topic is going to be about being truthfulness. Truthfulness is the topic. You know, today's times, it's that karmic release. We're experiencing a lot of changes in our life. We're releasing karmic debt, karmic, debris that we've had for a long time. Karma is something that the ego creates in another lifetime we've experiencing. Maybe we're coming into communication with other past friendships, and we feel familiar with them, and that's part of the karmic energy. I feel like I've been here before. I feel like I've done this before. God, you feel and sense so familiar. What's going on? It's part of that karma, something we're here to experience, something that we're here to work through. It's the time that we have to really utilize and clear this energy. It's going to start moving very quickly with a lot of vigor, a lot of might, just really kind of connecting to you. If you're not experiencing now, you will. It has already started, but you may find it as kind of a stressful time for you, and it's maybe you're not realizing what it is. It's a new reality, your new experiences. It's about being, delivering a new you. It's coming with that level of consciousness, that awareness that we're in. It's about, recalibrating our energy. It's about instant transformation and things that are happening around us. It's the new experience that it's occurring. It's happening with lightning, a quantum speed. It's happening so quickly. If you're in a vibration, something's happening. You're in the right path. It's happening so fast. You're meeting the right people. You're connecting to the right career. You're finding your true happiness, maybe relationships. It's quick. So be ready. Propel you into a new framework. It's about generating in every moment or creating in every moment. It's about co-creating in the now, that moment that we're experiencing. So monitor your thoughts. Be deliberate about what you think, how you're creating it. If it's negative, then you're going to create that negativity. If it's positive and it comes from the heart and it comes from a place of transformation and change, adhere to it. You know that it's right. It's the new principles of being. It starts with the higher self, how we connect in that process, that awakening process, the place of trust. It's about maybe connecting to your life purpose. It's about maybe recognizing the hidden potentials that you had within for a long time. The potentials that you created a new direction for you. There could be a new place that you're in now, maybe changing jobs, changing relationships, changing places of living, or new people that you associate yourself. You no longer have to be led astray by your old life missions. You have to now be accepting of what's happening, how it's occurring. Make sure that you're out there amending for any type of things that you may have occurred, past relationships, maybe some hate, some anger, some things that, or maybe just some resentment that you've had. Make amends with that. It's very, very necessary. It's necessary to change, align your true soul's purpose. That's definitely the key now. So we can learn, a lot of times we learn to lie to ourselves, and we tell people what they want to hear. It justifies the lies that you say to yourself, and it becomes easier. It's not about the truth to yourself nor others. That's what we're growing up. We're growing up into an environment that you're told what to do, how to do it. It's something that you should become. Some of us come into a clear understanding of what we're here to connect to, what is our gifts right away, and some of us don't. Why? Because we don't discover, we are not listening what our soul purpose is. It's about self-discovery. We become releasing any blocks that we may have had. Others tell us, oh, you should be like this. No, I think this works best for you, and we listen. As children, that's what we do. So then now we're taking on somebody else's truth. It's not our truth. Okay, let's just use an example. I want to be a lawyer because someone told me I needed to be a lawyer, and I hate being a lawyer. Or I needed to be a cook because I'm a good cook, and I hate cooking. So whatever that is, you really must kind of pay attention to yourself. If you're not telling yourself the truth, then you're taking on someone's characteristics, someone's other thoughts. You're mirroring your parents, maybe an adult, a relationship, something that may have happening with you, somebody you resonated with, and that's really what's happening. Is you resonated with a particular parent, a particular friend, a particular individual, and that's what happened. And you ask yourself, you have to start asking yourself questions when you're trying to find out your reality of what you want to do, what you want to become, and what direction you should be in, because we're now all shifting and moving into a new direction. Did you ask yourself enough questions? Have you had an inner dialogue with yourself? Have you spoken to yourself? You can find answers if you say, what do I really need to in this lifetime? What's the next step that I need to take? It's about, creating and hearing what's inside of us. It's not outside of us, because Joe Smith has a bigger house and I need to buy a larger home, or that beautiful new purse that I need to buy. It's about what we feel inside. It's not about the material. It's about the things that are occurring of what your soul purpose needs and what you're wanting to look for, what it feels good to you. The confusion. It's a lot of confusion. We don't know ourselves. That's part of the confusion. Is we confuse because we just don't know ourselves. So start to ask questions. Why am I here for? What is my mission in life? What are my gifts? See how easy that is? Now, how can I make a difference? And a lot of us, we're experiencing that. How can I make a difference? You have to self-discover. You have the freedom within to ask the questions. And it's not happening outside. Again, it's not happening outside of you, of what you see and feel out there. It's what's internal, what you're feeling. Children, let's take, for instance, children. They have an imaginary friend, and that have that inner dialogue with this imaginary friend. I had a friend that had an Eskimo living in his freezer. Just imagine. And that was so cute. His mother would scold him for not having this imaginary Eskimo in a friend in the ice maker. So, but he had an inner dialogue. But his parents would always say, "Don't stop. People would think that you're silly, you're stupid. You need to listen to me." And has any of those parents out there, have they ever said, "Because I said so"? Do you remember that? Yeah, we always do, don't we? And so that's about the things that the adults have told us as children. And we don't know how to teach our children how to make choices. Or we have people pleasers. Oh my goodness, how many have you been around a people pleaser? They go out of their way to help you, hear what you want to hear. Some people hide the truth, and that's part of being a people pleaser. Sometimes they hide the truth from you, and they don't know how to tell you nor themselves the truth. It's about how to learn. You can't tell them the truth because it would hurt their feelings, or it's going to hurt them, or they won't accept the truth. Well, if they don't, then how are they going to learn? This is a dual type of energy. I'm going to please you. I'm going to make everything beautiful and perfect. The house is clean. The tea is made. I want you to be comfy. And I don't really want to tell you that you have something wrong with you. It's very, very important for us to tell the truth to one another, to say in a very gingerly loving way, to say, I hate the way you make those peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. This is the way you should do them. So this is going to be a very constructive type of criticism, not detrimental and ugly, but we do have our ways to say that. And how do you care for, and whenever you do that, you also bring up rebellious children in your life. Children that don't know the truth, don't know how to find themselves. Children, they rebel, and they speak down to you. They're not created equal. And they start to manipulate others. And why? Because they don't feel safe. And it starts with our children. And you're wondering why your child is acting up. Start to evaluate how you treat your children, because they're our legacy. They are here to move forward. After we're gone, they're going to be teaching their children the same thing. So let's start with the children. Let's start with ourselves first. And if we have children, then we can move on. You have to feel, a lot of people will feel free if they win something, then they're in that lie. They're part of, I have to win the conversation. I have to be on top of this. I have to be number one. I'm very competitive. And that's why we lie. It's because the ego doesn't allow us to tell the truth. The ego never tells the truth. It wants to get its way. How many have you heard that? You have. When you're sick, sometimes you block yourself from change. You may be possibly stressed. There's a lot that's going on in our lives right now it's just crazy. People are bringing illnesses to themselves, a place of discomfort, a lot of emotion, a lot of anger. So it's about trusting your life where it is now. Surrender. What's next? What's next, universe? What is happening today? And it's about creating a new life not to feel fearful in it. Because we're habits. We're creatures of habit. And we create that connection, that habit that we're in, that creates an uncomfortable feeling when we're something new. Let's assume that you go into a new party and you've never met anyone, you don't know anyone, you walk in. How uncomfortable do you feel? It's rather uncomfortable, isn't it? So that's the same thing. Go in there. Well, I'm curious to find out what's this about. I'm curious to find out what my new career is about. Go in and explore the possibilities, and going in as a child does. They go in and they want to know where every nook and cranny, where all the cookies are, and how to meet people. And so that's what we need to take on. Take on that wonderful exploratory kind of be the explorer in your life. Find out what's the next step. But make sure it feels right to you. Use your intuition. Are you in the right place? Not in the right place? And that's what we have to now start to trust. Many of us, we're fearful of that divine energy that we're creating, what we've created, what we've done. And it's about the trapped energy that we're experiencing. It's in your body. But you're here to heal the body, and it's part of maybe the disease that we've manifested. It's through our perceptions, our emotions that led us into, having, a bad heart or cancer or something along those lines. Trust to move forward in your life. Do what you want to, feel. It feels real. It feels like a real thing. I trust this new energy, and it feels right. It feels like a vibrational energy that feels comfortable and warm, and it's fluid. There's no resistance there. Start with the inner communication of yourself, okay? Ask yourself, many people have said to me, and they said, I have a friend that's very, very ill, and we don't want to tell her she's going to be dying, or he's going to be dying. And should we just keep it from them? No way. You need to be very honest with this person. How will that, if you're not going to serve that individual. You're not going to be able to, he or she will not be able to heal. Every being has instinct of what's going on in their body and what's happening. So why are you denying them the truth? because now you're becoming a people pleaser and you're trying to adjust to that. Okay, now tell them the truth. You need to stop denying, stop lying, because then it's going to deny their process of healing. And what we need to do is we need to help other people just kind of adjust to this. And sometimes we bring to ourselves the disease because we need it to awaken something we haven't seen in ourselves, because our anger, our rejection, and maybe things that have been happening around us, past relationships, our parents, our siblings, that whatever is happening. The intensity of this is to create illnesses in the body. But we need to understand the root of it. And we know okay, I'm angry at my parents. This is why this happened. Or I'm angry at my relatives, or this is what may have happened to me as a child. Okay, we're in this physical body, but we also have to heal this emotional, mental, and spiritual body. We have to bring into alignment all that we're experiencing, healing the whole being that we're in. Practice telling the truth, facing the truth, and it becomes very painful for the ego to say, oh no, I don't want to experience this pain. So this is why the ego tries to distract you from any healing or really being honest with ourselves. It's about the truth that sets us free. Perhaps you're in a relationship and you don't like this relationship, or you're unhappy in this relationship, and now this person depends on me. What do? You're spinning the web of illusion in this relationship. Ask yourself deeply from your heart, what should I do? How should this happen? How should this transpire? Are we in the right place? And you will get the answers. Act out of the truth. Practice this feeling. This has to be a natural occurrence. Many times we have intimacy issues, and it may be because our root chakra is also closed, or we have illnesses because that is part of the physical body. And we need to start to resonate with the thing within our heart. What feels good to me, and what am I releasing at this point? Don't fear the outcome. The fear is not to block the root chakra, because that's where it is. So being truthful, that's our topic today. And I believe we have a caller. Hello, caller.
Yes, hi, Maury.
Hi, what's your name, my dear?
My name is Julie.
Hi, Julie. What can I help you with? What is your question?
Well, I'm having a problem with one of my best friends, and she likes to go out a lot. And I just can't keep up with her. And the problem I have is that when I tell her I don't want to go out, she gets her feelings hurt. And what I'm wrestling with is that I don't want to have to start lying to her to keep from hurting her feelings, but how can I tell her to stay home? I want to stay home without hurting her feelings.
Well, first of all, I think you're calling a perfect topic, because we're talking about trusting and being truthful. And so I think what you need to start doing is being truthful to yourself. I feel like that you're doing a lot of people pleasing, making sure that this friendship is a solid friendship. And so you do whatever that you need to do in order for you to accommodate this friendship, although this friendship doesn't feel right to you in any way. It feels like that you're struggling with it. So I want you to start to be honest with you. And if I didn't have this friendship, how would I proceed with, maybe making new friends, maybe being honest with her and saying, you know what, Julie, I need to, or your friend's name, I need to be able to have some downtime. I really don't want to do this. Now, what part of you doesn't want to speak up? Because it may have been something that your parents said, you're to be seen and not heard. So we have a lot of dynamics that are happening within your energy, Julie. It's because maybe you were told that you had to please people, but you're only not being truthful to yourself at this point, because then this relationship will never be that deep relationship that you think it is, but it could eventually crumble, and you're going to still be heartbroken, because either you take the heartbroken energy now and try to let her know from a very place of honesty and truth, and then that way that relationship will mend. Maybe you haven't been honest with her in certain ways, so let's start to use that. Start to see what can I say in a certain way, and if she doesn't listen, say it again. Now, friend, I don't know if I really want to go tonight. I think I'm going to stay home. Why don't you go? Because what's going to happen is if you're my child and I kept giving you peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all your days of your life, and one day you says, I hate peanut butter and jelly sandwich, well, that is going to tell me that that's your limit, and I will not be able to give you, nor will I offer to give you peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, because you've made that point. And see how easy it is for you to all of a sudden change directions and change areas and change that new friendship for it to be a better, stronger relationship within you. I hope this helps, my dear Julie.
Oh, I think it does. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetie. And call back next week. I'll be here with Change Your Layers, Change Your Life. My name is Mari Rose, and from my heart to yours, I send you my love. Be truthful to yourself. Next time. Bye-bye.
Do you ever feel lost or stuck in life? Maybe you're facing a tough business decision. Maybe you're in a relationship that seems to be going nowhere, and you're just not sure what to do. Or perhaps you're going through a major life-changing transformation and need some guidance. There's no reason to face life's obstacles alone. Mari Rose is a life intuitive, author, and teacher, helping to bring new light to your rapidly changing world. She's here for you, to channel guidance to assist you in navigating your daily life with a renewed sense of clarity, empowerment, and joy. For a personal reading with Mari Rose, call her at 702-807-6495. That's 702-807-6495. Or you can visit her on the web at Mari, M-A-R-I, -rose.com.